Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name's Mariah. I'm a real estate agent in the beautiful state of Oregon, and if you or someone you know is thinking about buying or selling a house in Oregon, send them my way. I would love to help you out if you do not already have a realtor. But today's video, I thought it would be fun to share a story of a really bad experience, unfortunately, that happened to a home seller, and hopefully this is something that you can learn from so that if you are thinking about selling a home at any point in the future, you can avoid this mistake as well, because it could be a mistake that costs you a lot of time and money. And unfortunately, this isn't the first time that I've heard a story just like this one. Okay, so about a year and a half ago, I was at a park going on a walk with my family, and I get a call from a lady who I ended up listing her home and getting it sold right after listing it. We got an accepted offer with a solid buyer and it all worked out. But this lady, I'd never met her before. She called me because I'd worked with a lot of other people in the neighborhood that she lived in Kaiser, Oregon. She explained to me when she called me that she had a house she was currently trying to sell on her own without any legal representation, without the help of a real estate agent. So she was selling it, the correct term is for sale by owner. And she explained her story and what was going on. Her home was supposed to close that day, and she had already moved out of the house. She had actually already moved out of the state entirely. So she took everything out of the house. It was vacant and she was gone. She was out of there. Her house was supposed to be sold. But right before closing, something went wrong. The buyers ended up backing out and walking. They were really good people. It wasn't like something she saw coming at all. She actually really liked the buyers, and she had gotten close with them throughout the transaction because she didn't have a realtor, so she was dealing with them directly. So she never saw it coming. It wasn't like they were sketchy buyers by any means. They ended up backing out. Unfortunately, they didn't want to, but something happened. So they ended up having to back out right before closing. And because she had no legal representation, there was nothing she could do. She didn't get to keep the earnest money. It was just a really bad situation. And now this woman is stuck with 2 mortgages that she didn't plan on having. She's got 2 mortgages because she already has her place in the other state. I think she moved to Nevada. She already had her mortgage in Nevada, and then she had this mortgage here in Oregon that she was not planning on having. Now she's stuck paying 2 mortgages, which is a situation most people don't want to find themselves in. I guess the biggest takeaway from this is that it is so important to have legal representation when you are buying or when you are selling a home, because there are so many things that can happen like that can be prevented if a realtor was involved on both sides. It could be prevented with their advice. If they knew what was going on, they could maybe have another route to go or a way to save the deal. There are usually more options than you might think. And so, yeah, that's my message to all of you home sellers or future home sellers today, is legal representation is so important. And if you don't have legal representation, I'd love to represent you as your realtor. Like I said, my husband and I have a real estate team here in the Willamette Valley in the Salem, Oregon area. We cover Salem and all of the surrounding areas. So thank you for taking the time to watch. If you have any real estate questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I'll put my email in the description box, or leave a comment with your questions and we will get to those in a future video. Or if you have a home selling nightmare or a home buying nightmare, a bad situation that's happened to you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Leave a comment. We'll see you guys next time.